Nairobi, Nyeri to Bungoma. This election is about you, about your future. Wacha kukaa kwa sidelines as others decide your future.
Hapo sawa. Amesema niko blessed, nimebarikiwa. Wakurugenzi! Mame! Kama dawa mkiona mkurugenzi in the building, you just know. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. First of all, the mere fact that mazemu make time kukama hapa hivi kuongea story ya vitu zinatuhusu mazee today na future, inamaanisha nyinyi ni young kings and queens. Kwa hivyo jipigieni makofi mazee. Oh yes, it's important. Zinduka inakuwa na emphasis on 3 things mazee. Number 1 ni leadership, number 2 ni governance, na mwisho kabisa ni social economic change, empowerment. Very important. Na na feel mazeka vijana hapo wagajo tumeachwa nje mbaya, tumelegea. Ikifika story ya leadership and governance hatuko. Ikifika story ya social economic empowerment mazee tumewezwa. Umaskini jo vijana tunaumia hapa nje. I think that needs to change, man. So nikiona watu kama kina Zinduka wanajitolea mhanga kuhakikisha jo vijana wako sawa, inanibamba deadly. It is at this beautiful moment that I would like to welcome the founder of Zinduka. Give it up for Sela Bogonko!
Hi everyone. Yajawase. As you've heard, my name is Sela Bogonko. I'm really excited to be here. So every so often, the nature of life is that it presents us with opportunities. Kila siku, si you get opportunities. And by reason of opportunities, I mean that you can actually take advantage of an opportunity or not take advantage of an opportunity. Today is exactly 40 days to the elections, which means that in 40 days, we will have a new president, a new governor, a new senator, and the list goes on. So it's up to us to be able to maximize the opportunity that is in front of us by choosing to vote and vote the right leaders. In the past, we have lost those opportunities because we have not voted wisely. That's why I started Zinduka, to inspire, to challenge, to encourage as many young people to do something different this time around. Because if we don't, 45 days from now, tutakuwa tu hapa bado tunalia story ya high cost of living, help, na shida mob zenye najua tutaongea juu yao leo. We'd like to take this opportunity. Most of the times tunakuanga tumeitwa rallies as young people. Tunaenda tunasikia kenye wanasema. But today, we'd like to invite the presidential candidates to actually come and listen to us. We're inviting them to come and sit and listen to us because we know that they're going to be watching this on Saturday from 8 to 9 p.m. So join me in giving a round of applause to His Excellency, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. His Excellency, David Mwaure. His Excellency, Professor George Wajakoya. And His Excellency, the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto. Your Excellencies, as you've heard, the young people would like you to listen today. If you're watching us from home, please share your views to the presidential candidates or whoever will be the next president, because obviously it's going to be one of them. Share your views on the number 220477 or hang out with us tonight using the hashtag Bongana Rais, and send your message to the presidential candidates. So we're going to start off by asking, Abel.
Yes, please.
Uko na voters card?
Mtu yangu, voters card nilichukua before nizaliwe mtu yangu.
Excellent.
Kitambo.
So we're going to start off by inviting you, the audience who's at home, as well as the ones that are here in this place representing various young people from the country. The first question, like I asked, is, do you feel that this election is different or it's the same? Na kwa sababu sio class, mtu tu atasimama akuje kwa mali Abel yuko. In response to the question.
My name is John Muisio Musila, and I am running to be area member of County Assembly, Kibra constituency, and this is particularly Lindi Ward of Nairobi County. And I can say publicly
Congratulations.
that these elections is not any different from the many other elections we've had in the past. Actually, if we are to go by what we've learned in previous elections, these will be the worst elections. Because of why? Our politics is characterized by how much money you spend to get votes, and not what vision, what plan of change you have for your communities. This year, we have not seen any different. And so what am I telling my next president? Because this money that is being splashed on campaigns is not money earned the right way. You cannot work so hard for money to just throw it away. This money is being gotten through corruption. And I am saying, every often, we have heard institutions say they are underfunded, that the government is not facilitating them enough to be able to counter such cases of corruption. And so my next president, I am telling you, for us to uphold high qualities of integrity, we must fund ESCC proper to be able to counter these people.
Makofi kwake. Thank you very much.
Lastly, we must again fund our courts so that people and processes in courts are fast.
Huyu anaka future president ama?
Kabisa.
And
Asante sana.
Stella, allow me to say this because the young people are here. I am here to speak for the young people and to the young people. I know we participate so actively in politics, drumming support for them because they have money. Visionary young people who've never earned any money can change societies. Give us a chance.
Thank you.
Excellent.
My name is Mukami Wangoi, the National Chairperson, Young Democrat, which is the youth wing of Democratic Party of Kenya. My message to the next president, as a youth in the agriculture sector, as a young farmer, we cannot keep saying that agriculture is the backbone of our economy, where else we are not giving it quality attention that it needs.
Yeah.
Why should we have farmers just talk about CAN and DAP when we are talking about farming? Why don't we have soil analysis? When we say agriculture is devolved, why can't we have labs in our villages and our county that look at the qualities of our soils so that we don't just harvest one bag of maize? Why don't we have certified seeds that are affordable to us, that we can be able to plant and get the right yields?
Excellent.
Let's give agriculture the attention it deserves. Let's not joke with agriculture. There's no honor in being hungry. There's no honor in not having pesa mfukoni. Thank you very much.
Excellent. As the next person comes up, the truth is agriculture forms 30% of our GDP, which means 30% of all our efforts comes and revenue comes from agriculture. So for as long as it's an opportunity for economic development, we need to make more room for young people, and I absolutely agree with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Stella. My name is Saruni Jesse, and I'm also the Secretary General of Young Democrats, which is the youth wing of Democratic Party of Kenya. So my message to the next president is, number one, we want the next president to ensure that he is fair in distribution of national resources. We want the next president to ensure that 30% of the funding that goes to political parties goes to the youth wings of these political parties. We want the next president to ensure that there is at least 50% of representation of the young people and the youth, both in the government, in national government, and in the county government. That is it from me. Thank you very much, sir.
Give a round of applause to him. And as we continue raising issues, this is my mantra and my encouragement to the young people. We don't want to just raise issues as though we are complaining. We are also saying that we are willing to work, right? We're willing to actually fold our sleeves and get to work. But we need those opportunities and seats at the table. Because hii election tumesema, lazima sauti zetu zisikike. Excellent, so carry on.
So my name is Wawero Lewis. So my voice to the next president is, in the next government, maybe they can make a forum or something, maybe a committee or something of the sort in the next government that will be looking at the grievances of artists. Because it is to my concern that artists, sometimes they are left downgraded there. Yet, art, like just any other career, as I said, it can bring food on the table.
Good one. Yes?
Thank you so much, Stella. My name is Millicent Naserian. I'm from Narok County. How many empty promises have we had? We've had over and over again, being told that we'll have free education, we'll have stadiums, we'll have what? But really, how much have we seen being done by these people? Yeah? So our future presidents, or our next presidents, I'm here to address that issue. And we as youths, we are tired. We are really tired of empty promises. I will say again that talk is cheap, but we want action.
Excellent.
We want action. We want inclusivity of the youth and actualizing of these ideas. We want realistic and achievable manifestos. Manifestos that we as the youth can be able to relate with them and actually sit down and include youth in doing these manifestos.
Excellent.
Another thing I want to say that we want accountability programs. We want to see that whatever you said you're going to do for us in the manifesto or in the political campaigns, when you get into office, Mr. President, we want them actualized. We as the youth, we will keep you accountable. Thank you so much.
Now, on the issue of accountability, all of us who go to school, we obviously sit exams, right? Na ukianguka wanafanyanga aje? Si unarudia class? Ama you don't move on to the next class, right? So one of the things that I've heard from many young people is this, that if a politician does not perform in their current role, hakuna kuwarudisha kwa hiyo role tena, si ndio? So we must make sure that the politicians that are coming in are the ones that have promised, but we also know that they can deliver. Please carry on. Your name, your age, your county, and then your message to the next president.
My name is Kelvin Baraka. I'm 20 years old. I'm from Uasin County. My message to the future president, how responsible will you be to your people and to the people that will be supporting you? If this election is supposed to be different, then we don't have to hear about those cases of people being killed mercilessly. Number two, my question is a question to the future president. What avenue do you have for the visionary young men and women in this country? How?
Asante sana. Next person.
Sela, just before he goes, mimi niko na idea. Tunaweza kuwa ule mwenye ameshinda president akimbie na hiyo, alafu opposition yetu official ikuwe tu ni the youth of this country. Yeah. Because are you hearing the ideas, and these guys are visionaries, man. Eh, manze. So na hiyo bidii twende kazi.
I am Mkurugenzi Anthony Mwangi.
Nice.
I am 19. I'm not that old, yes. I'm from Nyeri County. I'm a mass communication student at MKU. How do we live in a capital city which floods? And after the floods, in January, we are back to drought. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Aingiani?
Yes, I'm not supposed to rant, yes, but I have to point that out. It doesn't make sense why someone would own 500 acres of land while people are sleeping hungry. In a country where agriculture is the backbone of our economy, why not supply your own maize as a country? Why import maize from other countries? Why import sugar while your industries are falling? It doesn't make sense to me. I am sorry. But I think the main solution would be systems. You come up with a system and don't leave it behind when you get into presidency. Like, let's say universal health coverage. I'm not sure about this, but I think it has failed. And then someone is there saying they want to bring another health system. Why not complete the first one? Thank you.
If you had a chance with the presidential candidates, what would you ask them to do on behalf of the youth?
Ningeomba president mwenye atapita angalie wale wananchi wa chini sana.
I would like them to lower the prices of the things so that we can be able to survive here in campuses.
Atupe makazi, atusaidie tujiinue pia vile walijiinua. We would also want someday to be where they are.
So the students end up being so stressed, others end up getting those people whom we call sponsors, and we cannot blame them.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Despite being visually impaired, he is a jack of all trades. It is our quest to find answers on how to take care of children with special needs and those with disability. You do not need to see musical notes to understand music, but rather to have your soul feel the vibe.
Actually, for us to make a wheelchair, we have to take measurements of the user.
After doing my assessment, I get to know the parent, I get to know the heaviness she's carrying.
Disability comes at different stages of life.
How well do you know what's happening around you? Morning Cafe with heated political debates. Baraza la Siasa.
Hiyo kitu azungumzie, angalie hali ya maisha ya watu.
Informative health discussions. Business, farming. Tasty Wednesday, Fitness Thursday, and Feel Good Friday with amazing DJs, celebs,
waimbaji, kuna comedians, alafu kuna wajinga.
and music bands every Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Everyone who's elected in a democratic society is elected by the majority in that society. So kama tunachagua mtu yoyote, wengi wetu tumemchagua, inamaanisha we are the ones who have approved that person to get into office. So if you're here, if you're watching back at home, if you're following this, whoever you choose is actually someone that you as a person has approved. And the majority of us that are going to choose that person, that will be our leader. And when I say our leader, it means everyone's leader. So two things. One is, even if you don't vote, the people who have gone to vote have voted for you because that leader will become your leader. Secondly, it's up to us to not just say we want this kind of person. We have to begin to become like those kind of people that we want to put into office. Every leader is a reflection of the society they come from. So kama tutakuwa disappointed, itamaanisha tu huyo ndiye alikuwa the best amongst us na tukampatia hiyo opportunity. So let's think wisely before we vote.
Okay, my name is Lawrence Atembo. I believe that our mamas have raised us so well to an extent that they have taught us that integrity is the art of doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. And I believe that all of us as young people, we can back that up. And my main concern to my next president is the end doesn't justify the means. We are the ones who usually suffer. Once you're in office, please ensure that all the things that you have promised us come to pass.
My name is Esther Ukenyuri. I'm a researcher and former university student leader. And ever since I grew up, I've grown up knowing education is the key. And if indeed education is the key, then why do they make it expensive for us? But I'm looking to a president who is going to lower the cost by government taking over the education system fully. In the 70s, when I read in history, government was supporting any student who was joining school with a full package through the Kenya school equipment system. If in the 70s we were able to do that, in this century, why are we not able to do that? It's something these presidential candidates should think about.
Excellent.
And for me, I want to issue a rallying call. This election is the battle for the soul of our nation. We need to rise up, get up, and elect a president who's going to lower the cost of academics so that every other person can go to school, because that's what makes us equal. Thank you.
Asante sana.
My name is MC Bull. I'm a content creator and former chairman of Nairobi Character Development, and also former member of Stingy Men Associations. Now, I'm a content creator.
Mnaweza mpigia makofi.
Anyway, I'm a content creator. I've been in the game for the last, let's say, 8 years, and the things I've noticed, and my message to the next president, wacha hata nimwambie venye mi uongea. Right now, we have a lot of untapped opportunities. Don't tell us you're creating 1 million jobs, and 1 million jobs are already here. By just the use of their smartphone and internet, they can make a living for themselves. Sahi, wezi toa camera uende ushoot mahali na ni public land, they will come harassing you, and they are the government that want you to benefit. If we import a camera right now, pale JKIA, the amount of taxes they impose on that gadget, they are crazy, almost half of the whole whatever. So why are you saying you're creating 1 million jobs, and then there is not even a law that gives content creator rights to access funding? Doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Abel, you're a content creator.
My friend.
Ni kama umewaambia wakuje wakuongelee.
Sela, I think African leadership is hell-bent on making sure that people remain poor so that politicians can continue making sense to them. Wacha tu nichome. Which is wrong, which is just sad. Twende Buda kabla nianze kulia hapa.
Thank you very much. I'm George Raphael. So my point to the president, or my view to the president, the incoming president, is that he, as the incoming president, we have very many youths within the country, and we are suffering. Him as the president, why is the constitution, him and the constitution together with the parliament, they should check on a way to minimize the institutions that are being created through the constitution, so that those old men within those institutions or parastatals to give way to the youths. Thank you so much.
Asante sana.
I'm Shemu Remi from Embu County, and this is my message to the president. First, kitu ya kwanza akiingia kwa government inapaswa kuangalia the banks. Hiyo rate ya interest inapaswa kuchukua ukikopa loan ikuwa a bit low, because ikifanya hivyo utakuta wasee wengi wanaweza kopa na they start their own business. To the government, ukitaka kujenga inchi una build economy. Ukitaka kudestroy hiyo inchi kabisa una destroy economy. So economy ni kitu ya muhimu chenye wanapaswa kuangalia. Thank you.
Asante sana man. Wabe.
Excellent.
Sela, wakati watu wameenda kudonate damu, donate damu inaingia kwa kale kabag, wanazitaga pint. Ukipata hiyo pint iko na shimo, ina drain hii damu yenye huyu anatoa. Do you drain more blood from huyu, ama unaziba hiyo shimo ndio hii pint iache kumwaga? But sasa hii country yetu vile si lea, tukidiscover pint inamwaga, tunatoa humu tu damu zaidi. So tunasema hapa vile tunaibiwa daily, pesa ya umma inaenda, badala ya kufight hiyo tunaongeza. Hiyo ndio kitu cost of living jamaa anasema.
By the way, on the issue of Kenya umesema, huyo speaker wa mwisho Kenya amesema story ya loans, access loans, do business. The truth is there are many opportunities in this country. I met with a young person, you can watch this on Zinduka, the Machakos edition. Na alikuwa na to show during the COVID pandemic, he actually went and got a loan and was raising like chicken, right? instead of sitting at home, he's a qualified accountant, but he went and got a loan, bought chicken, raised them, alafu Krisi alikuwa nauza, alinunua alafu alikuwa nauza 1,200 Krisi, 6 months later. Huyo mse amejibuild ama hajajibuild? So it means sometimes, even as we look to government to make opportunities or to create opportunities for us, let's also open our eyes to the opportunities that are already around us, because there are very many. Carry on.
Okay, my name is Frank. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Murang'a County. Okay, leo nimekuja hapa kuongelelea corruption in this nation of ours. So tunapata like these people, man, wanajimake millionaires. The rest of us out here, or many people out here, are poor. Look at our MPs. These people are the most, I think they have the highest salaries anywhere in the world. Go check that. You can take that to the bank. Ati wase yani, na hakuna vile ati sisi tuko na power ya kuwasimamisha, wanajipatia allowances zote. Hapa nje kuna mama analala njaa, kuna watoto 5, anajaribu kutafuta wase wa kufulia nguo, hawezi pata juu economy iko juu. Lakini hawa wase bado wanakuja hapa na hizi vilio zao, kelele mingi, we will do this, we will do that. So my next president, please, kama sasa hivi vile tunaongelelea mambo ya bei ya unga kupanda, kila kitu imepanda. Hawa wase salaries zao ndio zingekuwa maybe zime subsidizewa, wamekatiwa, zinasaidia watu. Ama namna gani? Alafu kitu ingine, there is something I saw today on social media. Ati huyo sijui anaitwa nani? Ati sasa wamesubsidize price ya unga ati imeshuka na 2 bob. Now what is that? Unga iko 250, uziwe 248. Comrade hapa analala njaa. By the way, kuna group nilikuwa msee amekaa, amesema tumchangie manze, ana food. Wase wakacheka ka jokes. But mimi nikaangalia ule msee nikaona yenyewe msee ako serious. Huo ni comrade ako hapa. Kuna mama hapa nje ako na watoto wengi, hata ana bwanake alitoroka, analala njaa. Na ata expectiwa hiyo siku amke 4, aende akapige kura. What is that? So my next president, please hear our cries and do something.
Kabisa bro.
That's a very powerful point.
Safi.
The truth is, you guys, kuna venye saa zingine politicians wakiingianga, especially kwa parliament, the truth is sometimes they just go and the first agenda of business is what? Salaries. So this time as you're voting, let's also be mindful so that we're not electing people who are going there to champion their own interests. We elect people who wanatetea kama huyo, wamama wenye hawana do, hawana kazi, vijana, watu kao. Sindio? Over to you, Albo.
Hapo sawa.
So my name is Amisa. I'm a mental health by profession. I'm a counseling psychologist. I'm also a master's student doing public policy and management. And my issue today is to talk about mental health state of the Kenyan youth. Most of us here, we have experienced different mental health challenges. Sometimes we are depressed, sometimes we are stressed, sometimes we have different mental health issues that we don't know how to go about it. And yes, the government has done a lot of things. Recently, we saw the president coming up with breaking the groundbreaking of Mother Mental Health Hospital. We have the mental health bill has been passed. But my request to the upcoming government is that we need to have intentional involvement of youth in this mental health task force to ensure that mental health is not talked about us when we are not involved in those decision-making table. And we are hoping to get the next president who will make sure that we don't have a country whereby we have a lot of mental health cases and there is no solution to it.
Thank you for that. Very good point.
My names are George Odero. I'm directly from Homa Bay County. The message that I have to the next president is that when you enter into the office, when creating when distributing for the resources and creating for the offices, you look for the youths. We don't want a scenario where the aged people, we may hear that a 91-year-old is still in the office and he has reached the retirement age.
Asante sana. Shukran sana bro.
My name is Samson Bravo. I am the current National Secretary General of all the TVETs in the nation. Is this election any different? Yes, this election is very different because the major theme of this election is what we call economic or industrial revolution. The youth are pivotal at the very center of it, and we don't want this theory of being or discussing on the table. We want to be part of the kitchen, preparing what gets to the table. So to my fellow youth, let's stand up.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Asante sana. Safi sana, man.
My name is Lee Michael. I'm a spoken word artist. To me, I don't see if this election is any different because basically we have the same people, but with different, nizile agenda, ndo zimepigwa wash, I can say. So it's the same agendas that we had in 2017. They are coming again in 2022. You see, yesterday or the other day, I heard someone speaking and he was saying that he will organize that to party bundles. You can imagine, unga yende to 300, then unanipea bundles. Yes, ndakuwa online alafu. Ndakuwa online throughout alafu itanisaidia nini? Ama unipe 6K for 3 months alafu. No, that's what doesn't make sense. Mimi nataka waseme vitu realistic, wa take matters zetu wa a film ambassador, Abeli nakutambua sana. So, mimi ningependa si tukuwe involved in that election and vile tutakuwa involved wanatuambia tuingize tupige kura, pia watuambie the same way tuingie kwa ile nini wakipeana jobs, watu include the same way.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Good point.
Safi sana.
Naitwa David OGM. I'm from Madare, Mashimoni village. The main thing naweza sema, if you are not involved in the round table planning, you are the menu. So tumekuwa for the long time, tumekuwa the menu of this country. This country tumetumia kwa toothpick hiyo kwa umma wametutumia vilivyo. So this is a high time wakati election imefika. Na hii ndio time ile unajua mwenzako anaitwa Mjaluo, umesahau jina langu OGM. So naweza sema to the country na to the president. At least hii time unapata kuna extrajudicial killing kwa community zetu za Mathare. At least reason gani jela ilikuja? Kama jela ilikuja mwanadamu aende hapo, hakuna haja mtu apigwe risasi kwa kijiji. So Mr. President, kama anza take use police ilitoka from police force to police service. Wacha service itwe service na force itwe force. So I request Mr. President, kama anza make sure in our informal settlements things run good na things run better. At least kila mtu atfiza kwa community afila kwamba ko part and parcel ya hiyo community. Excellent. Then pia at least kwa hii nation yetu as all sisi kama youth to take charge. Pia sina fa to take lead at to make sure kwamba community zetu ziko fiti, maana keni sisi ndio tunatumika na wanasiasa. Wanatumia kupiga our own brothers. So kama pia sisi tunaweza say no kwa vita za mashinani, at least vitu za kwa fiti. Thanks.
Kabisa man, hapo sawa. Safi sana.
Amesema to take charge kama vijana. To take charge ni kuvote, to show up on the day, and then to hold the leadership accountable even after election. And that's what we intend to do. Thank you very much.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories. Are you a registered teacher or instructional leader in either private or public school? Mount Kenya University invites you to enroll for the Teacher Professional Development Program. The university is an accredited TPD service provider by the Teachers Service Commission. July intake is ongoing and the training will be conducted from 4th to 8th July 2022. The introductory module is offered online. Download the MKU TPD app from Play Store. Mount Kenya University, unlocking infinite possibilities. At Trison School of Medical Health Science and Technology, we offer highly competitive courses tailor-made to suit your needs. These include certificate and diploma in theatre technology, medical engineering, nutrition and dietetics, science lab, health records, environmental health science, counseling psychology, applied biology, social work and community development information and communication technology, community health and HIV/AIDS management, health services support, among others. Intake is ongoing. Register now at our Nairobi campus in in Nairobi West around Nyayo Stadium on 0700-129-536. Our Juja campus next to Jomo Kenyatta University on 0700-000-760. Our Kisumu campus opposite Swan Center, Oginga Odinga Street on 0703-201-229. And Homa Bay campus opposite Makongeni Petrol Station. Trison School of Medical Health, Science and Technology, where careers come to life.
Tonight.
Mudomo. Alafu sasa mimi tutafanya na kwa nini hukufanya wakati ulikuwa huko?
Stop it. Uhuru tears into Ruto's campaign promises. Tells him to stop lying to Kenyans.
Nimesikia rafiki yangu Uhuru Kenyatta leo anaongea mambo yangu. Mimi nataka nimwambie rafiki yangu Uhuru Kenyatta, tafadhali my friend, mimi siombi kura yako. Mimi nakuomba tu kwa heshima. Wewe niwache nipambane na huyu kitendawili.
Ruto takes campaigns to Tharaka Nithi. As Raila pitches tent in Siaya. 11 and 13-year-old boy arrested following a botched robbery incident in Turkana County. Also tonight, police uncover a syndicate processing fake booze in Umoja area after conducting a raid.
There are basic commands that you give your pet dogs. Sit, stand, eat, which are very unique to every dog owner. But who would have thought that you can make a business out of this? Well, this week, I'll be speaking to Rashid, who makes a living out of dog training and dog breeding. Monday, 7:30 p.m.
Can somebody put on the lights? Yes, thank you. What else can somebody beg in this country? Everything is up. Camera, somebody get me a camera, Thank you. I need to shoot my shot. But you know, I need someone to be cooking the questions. This is something to cook. Why you give me weird things? Frying pan. No. Yes, Mr. Handsome Guy. Yes, the eagle himself. So, nipatie kikombe ni wakunywe. Here we are. Ladies, why do you always have to talk? Where were you?
I'm sorry.
Madam, you are the reason why we are late to going to heaven. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the eagle himself, Dr. Fuenike.
And DJ Leslie.
And of course, this July, Leslie, umekaja nini? Takuja 6.
You are watching TV 47, the home of untold stories.
Zinduka is an apolitical platform that seeks to give voice and agency to the young people in Kenya to own their future.
This time naona tukibring msee ana speak our voice, msee ametoka na sisi, anajua ni nini tunadu, ni nini tumeface, unaona? Msee mwenye tunajua tukimweka hapo aendi kujijenga.
Naweza cheki boy kama Dife hapa hivi, mnajua msee ako goal oriented, atawaletea changes, lakini jua wapati do, mnakataa tu kumvotia, mnataka kupatia msee mwenye anawaletea rada. So mimi naona sometimes hata nisi ujitupanisha.
Ya pili ni kazi. Kazi inaweza kuwa, tuseme for example NYS ikue. Mta-apply nyinyi wote, lakini kama hauna connection, I swear utaitwa.
On this platform, we aim to inspire a generation of young, passionate, and responsible citizens who are not afraid to do things differently. Young people who believe that the emancipation of this country is tied to the leadership, first of themselves and then of the leaders we put into office. This is Zinduka. We have an opportunity to actually make a difference for ourselves for the very first time. 75% in the country as young people, that's a swing state. in the voter registration card, or in the voter register rather, out of 22 million, about 40% is young people. So if we decide as young people, we can actually make a difference. And that's what Zinduka is all about. That's what we are doing in our own small way. I saw the difference between what the politicians were saying and what the young people were wanting to say. And I had to pause a lot of things in my life for me to make sure that these young people's voices are being heard, just like you've heard them here today. Carry on.
I'm Ramadan Juma from the University of Nairobi. I'll address 3 issues. Number 1, I'll address the security issue. We cannot have thousands of military in the camps when we are losing 3 people daily in Marakwet, Marsabit, and Garissa. Which country is this? That's the question. We cannot be parading military equipment during celebrations as we are losing people down there. Number 2, to the next president who will come in, let the military remain in the barracks or go and defend the sovereignty of our country. We cannot take military into the public service. Once a lion gets out of the pack and eats one human being, it cannot go back. It will eat the remaining human beings. Let the military out of the public service. Last thing, there are no jobs in Kenya. We have plenty of jobs in Kenya. The only problem, how do you advertise a job and you put a qualification of 7 years experience when I have recently graduated? Brothers and sisters, as youth, we are not enemies of each other. We have a common enemy. After the elections, let's not hate each other because he has won or he was defeated.
Nice one.
A common enemy.
Asante.
We are fighting poverty, not each other.
Thank you very much. Hapo sawa, bro.
Let me repeat that point. We are brothers and sisters. After the election, the people who have gotten positions will not help you as an individual. So we must be mindful to remain as brothers and sisters even after elections. Correct. It's a very good point. Thank you.
My name is Victor Nyongesa. I serve as the CEO for Youth Agenda. And first, I just want to highlight 3 critical issues here. The first issue is we are talking about the issue of unemployment within the country. But we are encouraging young people to venture into entrepreneurship. And for those ones who are in entrepreneurship, they are struggling with the issue of access to markets. Where do we sell our products? Where do we take, I have a product I want to sell. The issue of taxation, it makes the process even much expensive for us as young people. The second issue that I want to highlight here is access to information. We are talking about youth opportunities that are within the country, employment opportunities that are within the country. But where is this information for us as young people to access? If we do not have access to this information, then definitely we are going to again continue complaining and complaining. My last point in this meeting is the issue of unemployment is the root cause to so many issues we are struggling as young people. The reason why we have low participation in policy, the reason why there is increased teenage pregnancy, insecurity, why we are in betting, and all that, it revolves around the issue of unemployment. If we address unemployment, then we'll address so many issues we as young people are struggling with. Thank you so much.
Asante sana, bro. Wazi.
We cannot create employment outside of innovation. We have to create an innovation culture for us to be able to create employment. Once you have a technology that is needed, like now Elon Musk, right? Why is he the richest person in the country, in the world?
Innovation.
Because of the brains, the ability to create something that is needed in the future. So for us as Kenyans and truly as Africans, we have to wake up to the reality that we cannot continue waiting for other people to innovate for us. We have to wake up to find out the specific area that we can become innovative and then be the solution providers to the world. Otherwise, tutabaki tu hapa tukiongea story ya employment. We need to move from employment to being the employers because of innovation. Carry on.
My name is Felista Mwirure, daughter of Kenya from Murang'a County. I want to address Mr. President on the issue of getting the information to the rural areas. We realize that we are the majority of the young people in Kenya, but how is the information disseminated in the country? How is the information from the national government to the counties? This is a problem that we many youths are facing because the funds are there. We are hearing that the funds are being disbursed, but how many youths are able to get that information? So let us have strategies that can be able to disseminate information from the national government to the counties. In this way, not so many youths will be crying about employment. Why? Because the funds are there. They are there, but we can't get access to them. So my short problem is, let us have access to information. Let us have strategies that will be able to give us information as the young people. Thank you.
Excellent. So let's give her a round of applause. So as someone who has worked in a rural county, I'm very aware that there's a reason why counties were created. With a governor, a senator, an MP, and several MCAs. They actually have a job to do. The president and the top team at the national level can only do so much, but they have to work with an effective team at the county level. So even as we are voting in the various counties across the country, remember, you're not just voting for the president and the running mate. Your MCA matters. In fact, one of the things that young people have been saying is that for them, at least they can control who their MCA will be. That MCA is really important if he's going to champion the interests of your ward or your local area, and that's why devolution was created.
Stella, they have very genuine questions and suggestions and everything. And in fact, wacha niangalie kamera ya home. Love it. But me, I have a question. Why is it that we have such brilliant minds here, but when it comes to go time, ile wakati tunahitaji sasa kutumia akili kabisa, hiyo yote tunaweka backseat, we go and elect the person with the most money and the one with the fire mchongo wa nose. Like ni nini waga shida yetu? Mbona if we have such visionaries here, mbona pale kwa debe si waga tunaswe? That's the question that nitaenda nayo home leo, in the hopes that nitapata answer before August 9th.
Excellent. So if I was to ask you, Abel.
Yes, please.
Tuma ujumbe kwa President mtarajiwa. What is your message to the president?
Very nice. I can say a million things, but again, allow me to be biased.
Okay.
Sababu me, I have seen a low-hanging fruit na tunaweza jisaidia nayo kabisa. You see this film sector, Bwana President, kamera yake ni gani ni? Bwana President, there's a film sector here that's coming up. Aki, this is the solution. There is a reason why in Nigeria, a whole governor stays in traffic so that a film producer can pass. It's because film is number one in Nigeria's economy. It can be done here. It can. So wakati tunafinyilia wasee, watu hawana spending power, tunaharibu. Sababu, the reason why people outside there are getting a lot of money from YouTube is because for them, they have spending power. The people in Canada, Australia, US have spending power. So wana spend pesa kuweka internet na kuona vipindi on YouTube. Huku Kenya mazee una struggle between data bundles na sukuma wiki. Sababu spending capital hakuna. So wakati mazee economy iko sawa, Bwana President, unafanya mpaka mtu anashindwa kununua bundles za shilingi 10, unafanya mpaka anashindwa kuwatch kipindi on YouTube. Hiyo ndio reason artist kwa hii country, the best they can get ni 134 shillings CPM on YouTube, while our counterparts in Canada, Australia, Norway are getting 1,600 shillings CPMs. Hiyo siko sure kama najua CPM ni nini. Basically ni click per mil. So for every 1,000 views on YouTube, Canadians are getting 1,600 shillings. A Kenyan here is getting 134 bob. Sababu sisi hatuko wengi pale kwa internet. Sababu tuna struggle mazee. Tujenge tu economy na utuachie hii sekta ya sinema tukuonyeshe. Tunaipeleka next level.
Makofi kwake. So before I give my closing remarks again, Abel.
Yeah.
When it comes to the artists,
correct.
In the previous elections, tumeona musicians wamesimama, wameka sauti zao hapa. Kwanza unakumbuka 2007, during the post-election violence. Tulikuwa na wasi walikuwa naitwanga wa Kenya pamoja.
Kabisa.
I mean, the artists actually rose up to speak for the nation. But this time it feels like many of them are very quiet, right?
Yeah.
But my challenge, not just to the artists, but to the leaders in different sectors, we're not asking you to be political. We're asking you to raise your voice on behalf of the nation. We're not asking you to support anyone in particular. We are saying that if we keep, we will find ourselves 40 days from now in the same scenario that we are in right now. Now, kabla to release the excellencies wenye wamekuwa wakituwatch, wacha tuwapige makofi first of all for staying tuned throughout. Tuwapige makofi. So this is my message to the presidential candidates, whoever gets in. The truth is, I believe that leadership actually comes from God. I believe that God has already determined who he is going to choose for the next cycle of leadership in this country. We are the ones who are yet to find out. But we as Kenyans can come into a place of being aligned, not to choose a soul, which means mwenye anatugedo, mwenye anatupaka mafuta, mwenye anatu fraisha just for the moment, but actually does not deliver anything after that. But you can never know because of human nature. Sababu wanatupatia story poa just to say the truth. But the only way for us to know as a people is to vote soberly, not based on tribe, not based on party affiliations, not based on what is being given in the moment, because you could take what is being given to you in the moment and trade in your future. Let's not trade in our futures the way we've done in the past. We have an opportunity. So today, I'm calling on every young person in this country. I'm calling on every person who has a voter registration card. Don't do it with your eyes closed. Vote soberly. And my specific message to the presidential candidates is this. Whether you get in or not, the true demonstration that you are actually in it for the people is what you do, whether you win or not. We don't want just promises. We want someone who will honor and live up to their promises. And for us to be able to do that, we are actually putting together a youth charter, which is the reason why we gathered young people here today and have continued to do that over time. We will be giving this youth charter to all the 4 presidential candidates, and we will be inviting them to come and respond to the issues we've raised here today. Does that sound like a good thing? Would you guys like to meet the presidential candidates to hear their feedback on the issues you've raised? There you have it, Mr. President, presidential candidates. We are inviting you to come and respond to the issues that have been raised by the young people on this platform. God bless you all. And for those watching at home tonight, we are inviting you to keep engaging using our hashtag #BonganaRais and sending your views continuously throughout this show using the number 22047. God bless you guys.